Hey guys, my name is Nick and we finally have some Guardians Rising cards on the background. Because I finally sorted through those cards, I figured with the new Burning Shadows set coming out, it might be just about time that I did that. So better late than never, right? So with the Malo and how full arts, I think I might move Malo because the reflection doesn't really look that nice on camera. It looks really grey. So the positions might change, but they're on there. Anyway, background aside, because that's not what you guys are here for. Today we're opening up the second Sun and Moon Burning Shadows pre-release kit that I got this weekend. With just like the last one, a special pre-release promo, 22 cards with some evolution chains and some trainers, and 4 booster packs which I already opened to play with in the pre-release. But I put everything back and I made sure that I didn't know what went into which pack. And just like with the last one, I'll be giving away the codes from the booster packs. Now last time I asked you guys what Pokemon you would like to see on a card in one of the upcoming sets. And we got a lot of really good answers. I really had difficulty picking the winners this time. Because there were so many good answers and you all deserve a code, but unfortunately I can only give the ones that I have. So the first winner was Record Collector 101, who wanted to see a Torterra in one of the new sets, because it's a Pokemon that hasn't received much attention lately. Quite a few comments suggesting Pokemon that haven't gotten a card in recent sets, but I had to pick this one because he went with a Stage 2 card, and a lot of people went with GX cards for other Pokemon, but I think when it comes to GX cards, my favorite ones are the Stage 2 ones, because I feel they make for the most interesting deck. Because if you have just GX cards that are basics, then those are kind of boring and overplayed. Things like Tauros GX or Tapu Lele, Espeon GX, which I know technically is a Stage 1, but the way that you play it with the Eevee that evolves right away, it's basically like a basic. And I feel those are kind of the boring cards, because you play your overpowered Pokemon and that's it. That's your entire strategy. Whereas if you have the GX cards that are Stage 2, for example, Solgaleo or Lunala, you have to get the first 2 stages before you can get your powerful card on the field. Which keeps things exciting, because first you see the Cosmog going down, then the Cosmoem, and then there's the tension of do they have the Lunala or Solgaleo. And you just see a lot more dynamic in decks like that, because they have to use the trainers to get all the cards they need, and they just make for better play, I feel. So yeah, my favorites really are the Stage 2 GX cards, because they are powerful cards that require effort to get them on the field, and they make for the most fun matches, I feel. And the second winner was another cat who suggested Shedinja as a new card, and I think that would really work well in a new set if you make like a Nincada and then a Ninjask as its evolution, and then go with a Shedinja GX or something. So you have these 2 cards that can maybe have some very good synergy with each other, so you use them together in a deck. I think that you can do some very interesting things with that, so that's why I picked that comment. The third winner was Alejandro Jose Lobos, who's hoping for a Ditto GX in one of the new sets, which I also think could be a very interesting card. Like, if you give the Ditto GX a good attack that makes it very playable, then you could give it a GX attack that allows you to steal one of your opponent's GX attacks. I think that would be a really fun card. Like, if you make it just the regular attack playable, and then give it sort of this unpredictable element of a GX attack that can be very powerful or completely useless, depending on the situation. The last winner was Fede S, who wants to see a Xerneas GX. Now I think I would like to see one as well. I'm not in a hurry to get one, but thing is I really like the Xerneas with the Rainbow Force attack, which I think is a fun card you can make some very interesting decks with. The thing is, it is in Breakthrough, so it's not going out of rotation yet, but it will go out of rotation next year. So I'm hoping that by that time we have a new sort of Xerneas card, and why not a Xerneas GX, right? That has sort of a rainbow attack like that. Doesn't have to be the same attack, just I would like to see something that inspires just a rainbow type deck, because I really like the variety you can make with that. So those were the winners. You guys win one of the Burning Shadows codes and should have received a message from me by the time you see this video. As for the codes from this kit, I think that most of you guys have seen a lot of the Burning Shadows cards by now. So I'm gonna ask you guys, what is so far your favorite card from the Burning Shadows set? Let me know in the comments below for a chance to win one of the codes. Now I think I've been talking for way too long again. Let's open this thing. Some stuff out of the way. And of course the first big question is, did I get another promo? I only got one so far, so the chance is pretty big. And I got a Zygarde, my second Burning Shadows promo. I thought it was a really good card playing with it, although there were some other people who strongly disagreed with me. I think it was a really good card and it worked really well in the deck that I made, which I will show you in a second. For only 3 energies on a basic card you can do 80 damage and even 150 if you can keep supplying it with fairy and dark energies. Yeah, I think it's a really good card, but not everyone agrees apparently. And then of course we get the little deck with some evolutions, kind of similar to the ones from the last one. We had an Oddish to Vileplume chain. Very good card, this Vileplume. It's that downer shock. It's guaranteed to either put the opponent to sleep or confuse them, which is so good. And that disgusting pollen, which makes it immune from basic Pokemon, also really good, especially against certain GX cards. I had to take out a Zygarde as well. And of course we got 2 of those. We got the Alolan Rattata to Raticate, which is very good if you attach a tool card to it. You have Stuffle. No Beware in this, I think. Some Grimers, which were interesting as well. And then some trainers from earlier set. Nest Ball, Timer Ball. Some more House, Lily. No Kukui this time. But we did get the Weakness Policy. And I think this was the last card I got, a Potown. I think it got in this deck, but I'm not entirely sure. I think this was my last trainer card. So my apologies if I remember that wrong. Then of course we have a little flyer, which I've shown you last time. You can pause the video if you really want to read it. And then we have the 4 booster packs. Now again, I shuffled these, so what I pulled, I don't know where I'm going to find it. Although I will admit it's not the same experience as with opening packs where I don't know what's in the bunch. So we have a Grass Energy, a Croagunk, Riolu, Alolan Vulpix, Jupiter, Noibat, Lunatone, Olivia, Simisage, Reverse Hollow Rhyhorn, and a Malamar. Then we have the second pack, starting with a Fighting Energy, a Panpour, Noibat, Horsey, Riolu, Cutiefly, Olivia, Charmeleon, with a beautiful art. A lot of cards with beautiful arts in this set. I do like that about this set. Don't like all the secret rares, do like the arts. Another beautiful one, Kirlia, an Alolan Vulpix, and a Porygon Z with a nice ability, though I feel the attack is a little underwhelming considering it's a stage 2, but it's always nice to pull a holo, obviously. And the third pack, a Fairy Energy, Crabrawler, Charmander, Hoothoot, Ralts, Sneasel, Dusclops, Noctowl, a Ribombee, which I already got the Cutiefly in one of the earlier packs. This was a very important card in my deck because it has this very nice ability. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards. Now obviously, I got this as my pre-release promo, and it needs to discard Dark and Fairy Energy to do that 150 attack. So what I did, I made a Dark and Fairy type deck, used the Zygarde and the Ribombee, and with Ribombee I was able to just get all the Dark and Fairy energies I needed to keep using this thing, which worked really well. So very nice card this. And we also have a Reverse Hollow Electros and a Meowstic. And then we get to the last pack, with starting with a Dark Energy, a Pansear, another Pikachu, Hoothoot, another Cutiefly, another Grimer, Whirlipede, Guzma. I've seen the full art Guzma of this guy. I really want the full art Guzma. It's a pretty good card and the full art looks beautiful. We have another Kirlia, a Reverse Hollow Gloom, and a Gardevoir EX full art. Again, it ended up at the back. Like I said, I shuffled them, so I didn't know in which pack it would be. But yeah, if it ends up in the back, then I still know. That did not go entirely as planned. If you paid close attention, you'll notice that I also pulled the Kirlia and the Ralts that I needed to play this thing.
And this thing also works so well in the deck, because its ability allows you to play a fairy energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon. So once I got this thing on my bench, while Zygarde was in play, and I also had a Ribombee on my bench, I was able to pull both a fairy energy and a dark energy with the Ribombee, play the dark energy on Zygarde, and then use Gardevoir's ability to play the fairy energy, so it could use Core Enforcer every turn. So they all worked really well together, and when I did lose Zygarde, I would still have a beautiful Gardevoir which has an amazing attack of its own. 30 damage times the energy attached to both Pokemon. A very good card this. And of course a GX full art, so a very nice pull itself. So yeah, this was a very good pre-release for me. So I consider myself really lucky, and hopefully we can do that again in next weekend. Also full art, so I'm sleeving it before I even put it down. Full art Gardevoir, very nice. Anyway, that was the second Burning Shadows pre-release kit. We'll have some more of them after the second round of pre-releases next weekend. And for now, of course, don't forget to leave a comment with your favorite card from the Burning Shadows set for a chance to win one of the codes. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can click up here to watch another one. And if you just want to watch me play some video games, you can click down here to go to my gaming channel. Whatever you decide to do, thank you very much for watching and have a very nice day.